guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe I'm finally going to be able to record this video because I have been trying to film since yesterday and it's like all the forces are like nothing has been working, man. First, my laptop didn't charge. I thought it had charged and I needed to be able to control my camera like from here. Second, then I had to wait. And then when I was done, of course, I have a baby, so she wouldn't let me film. And then my battery went off. I have two batteries. And now I think I know what has happened because I think that, so we had like a bit of off and on with our electricity. In the last 1 week, I think while I was charging, I think they've damaged my battery because honestly, my original Canon battery, the one that came with my camera, like I charge it, it's full, I put it in there, 2 minutes, I'm not kidding, it dies. It just did that now and I want to faint. I just got my second COVID vaccine. I'm feeling a bit feverish. I was just like, let me film, and this thing doesn't want me to film. In fact, I should stop gisting now. I better get on with it. So let's do this intro again. Let's do the intro again. All right, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yetunde, aka YBA, and in this video, I'll be talking about something that most couples, a question that we struggle with, and that is, should your partner be responsible for your happiness? If you're seeing me for the first time, if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. I love you for stopping by. And if you are one of my old viewers, subscribers, thank you so much for always coming here to watch my videos. My girl Tosan Alime of Tosan's University, that's the name of her channel here on YouTube. About a month or two ago, she dropped this video where she was saying, is your partner responsible for your happiness? I'm going to put a link to her video in the description, so if you want to watch it, you should. She's an emotional intelligence coach and she's just an all-round great girl. So hi Tosan. When she dropped that video, I remember I was with my sisters and we watched the video together, and when we finished watching the video, I think it just sparked gist like immediately. And you know, she was coming from like an emotional intelligence point of view as per, you know, how to deal with your emotions. What should you do with that feeling if you're feeling unhappy, and should your partner be the one to constantly be responsible for your happiness? Now, you know me, I love to talk about relationships and marriage and stuff. So my sisters and I, we kind of had like a debate. A lot of people have this expectation that once they get married or once they're partnered up, because you know, we all have different situations, even just dating boyfriend and girlfriend, a lot of people actually think that their partner is responsible for their happiness. Don't get me wrong, you are not going to marry or be in a relationship with or date someone that doesn't make you happy. I mean, I don't think there's anyone who would do that. Them making you happy, like being one of the reasons why you smile, why you feel good about yourself, is probably the number one reason you're with them anyways, right? However, I'm of the school of thought that they are not responsible for your happiness. Hear me out. I believe that you are a whole person. Like me now, Yetunde is a whole person. She has dreams, thoughts, emotions, good things, bad things. You know, I'm me. I'm a mixture of all of these things. Now, there's this other guy, my husband, who I'm married to, right? He's him. He's him. You know, everything about me, he's got it and probably some more. Now, why would I think that this human being, this other person, just like me, has to be responsible for making me happy? Or whoever you're in a relationship with, your husband, your wife, like a huge part to play in how your life is going to turn out. If you're married even makes it worse because you are signing up with this person for life, like for life. That's the deal. Even those marriages that don't make it, when they start, they didn't plan not to make it. They started with, oh, for better, for worse. You can't be having a bad day and your partner has to be the only one. Kí ló dé, ṣó fẹ́ pa bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ni, or ṣó fẹ́ pa baby yẹn ni, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Why? They're not your parents. That's not your partner's job. She's not your mommy or your daddy. Even your parents, at some point, you cut the cord and you become responsible for yourself because you're an adult. You're now a grown-up. You're supposed to be able to do better. You take what your parents have given you, what you've seen around the society, who you want to be, you put it together and you meld everything together and you become a brand new you. So why would you expect somebody to be the only reason, like the source of your happiness? I believe that for you to have balance in your relationship, like you have to have a life outside of your relationship. You're an individual first. When you're a unit, does not mean that immediately you are one. The things I'm going to talk about here, which are how you can make yourself happy, how you can be your own person outside of your partner. Most of the time, your partner is your first go-to person. Like, if anything is going on. I mean, if I got a promotion, I'll call my husband first. If someone annoys me at work, I'm definitely calling my husband. Look, if you have ever annoyed me, best believe that I've reported you to my husband. Yeah, he's looking at you with side eye when he sees you. Your partner is the person in your corner. However, there's so many situations in marriages and relationships where the person is not able to be there for you. Like, they're just not emotionally equipped. In fact, if you're in that kind of relationship, this is a wake-up call for you. That means you're in a codependent relationship and it is harmful, it's unhealthy. You need to take a step back and look at that relationship again. That is how people grow. That's how you evolve. That's how you'll be able to actually help each other. If I have something outside of myself, he exists outside of our marriage, we can come together with different ideas, different thoughts, you collaborate and, you just give birth to something great. So let's talk about those tips. Now, my first tip to anyone who puts all the pressure of everything, all your emotional needs, put everything on your partner, my first tip for you is you need to get friends. Like, find friends. You don't know people, like in your area, you don't have neighbors, in church, at the mosque, you don't mix with people at work. Don't you have colleagues? Make friends. There's social media now that you can make friends on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Come, be my friend on YouTube. Let's be YouTube buddies. Just make friends. Find people who have the same interests as you do. This does not mean that you're not going to still have, a really great relationship with your partner. But it takes the pressure off. It takes the edge off. This person cannot just be there for you 3-4-7 every time. It is so bad that some people can't function if their partner is out of town, if they're not there at a certain time. Some people get paranoid if you call, your partner can't pick up. Have other people in your life. Family in call. You have siblings. If you don't have siblings, you have cousins, you have uncles, aunties. You need to build other relationships outside of your relationship. So when you're busy, when you have relationships with other people, you take the pressure off the other person that you're in the relationship with. Another thing you can do is to practice independence. I know it's hard because clearly you're not someone who does very well at being independent. So practice it. How can you practice independence? And you're going to need your partner for this because you have to have like an honest conversation with your partner. And probably your partner has been trying to tell you that, this pressure is too much, you're putting too much pressure on me. So you guys need to talk about it. And I feel like there's some things, that maybe your partner does for you unconsciously, especially because of the way you are, that they need to stop doing for you. So for instance, if you're someone who refuses to learn how to drive, for instance, and your partner is always taking you everywhere, and you live in a city where now every time you want to go somewhere, if you don't find your partner, you can't go anywhere. There's Uber, there's a Lyft. If you don't want to do that, there's regular taxi, there are buses. Depending on where you live, you can even take the tram, the train, if you live in Europe or America. Don't always do everything together. If you're in a relationship where it is just too much, you need to do some form of separation. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to stay with your husband anymore, but you have to practice that independence. All the things, pick a piece of paper, list out all the ways that you feel that you are dependent on this person. Now, for each one you pick that you want to keep, pick another one that you want to work on, that you want to do without. Just practice it for like a month or two. They say that you can form a new habit if you can practice it for 21 days. So practice independence, and you can just start with one thing. And before you know it, you're not this, overbearing, over intense person in this relationship, and your partner is no longer accusing you of with her kilo day, what is it, you know, why you, this pressure is too much, I can't be everything for you. Yes, they can't be everything for you, so get on with it and get some independence. That's my number 2 tip. My number 3 tip is accepting differences. Now, if you look at people who are in this type of relationship, most of the time there are 2 people who are very different. The other person who is very needy, who wants to be dependent on the other person. So let's put it this way so I don't confuse you. Mr. A and Mrs. B, and Mr. A is the needy, all the time wants to do everything with Mrs. B all the time. If you check it very well, they're usually very different people. But Mrs. B would have had to adjust all of their life so that they can be available and around for Mr. A all the time. It's okay if your partner does not like to watch ball. Don't force them to watch ball and be like, you're supposed to be my best friend, you're supposed to watch ball with me, you're supposed to do this with me, and this person's husband watches ball with them. No! Go and watch tennis. Go and do something else. Do you understand? Accept that this person loves ball, I don't, and that's okay. Accept your differences, those things that your partner likes to do, but you make them always want to do what you like. No, one day, do what they like. When you go to the movies, let them pick the movies. Accept differences. You don't like action movie, but every time you go to the movie, you're like, no, babe, no. I need to introduce you to this movie. It's my thing we're gonna watch. No, change it up, okay? Do what your partner likes to do. And next thing you know, you're not so needy and codependent and so, you're not like that anymore, and things will change up in your relationship. Another tip I have is practicing self-care. And self-care comes in different dimensions. Most of the time, a lot of people don't even know how to practice self-care. Self-care comes in different forms and shapes, and it means different things for different people. For some people, it's just a trip to the spa. Some people, it's just a day at home in quiet, only them, nobody disturbing them. Some people, self-care is journaling. Some people, it's maybe going to certain spots. I love to go to the beach like a lot. I can go to the beach every day of the week and not get tired of the beach. But that's me. And this is not for only women. Someone told me the other day that self-care is for only women. And I was looking at the person like, what? In which universe? So men cannot take care of themselves. No. You have to take care of yourself regardless of your gender. Whoever you are, you need self-care. You need to find what your jam is. Know what is the thing that you do that it just takes all the stress off of you, and so every time you need this person that you always feel the pressure to put it on them, why can't they make me happy? Practice something like that. You're not having a great day, okay, what can I do to make myself feel better? I'm going to have a dance party all by myself. Put on some music, get dancing, have fun. Film yourself while you're doing it. If you can do a video diary, it's not necessarily to post anywhere or to show anyone. Do a video diary, talk to yourself, and watch it later. You actually feel a lot better. Whatever is your job. If it is spa, book yourself a massage session. Book yourself a facial, mani-pedi, whatever. Go to the spa. If it is just to take a drive, some people find driving around slowly relaxing, in a particular scenery. So go on that drive late at night. Don't drive around when there's a, SARS, SWAT, whatever their name is now, because things are happening. Go for that drive, wind down the windows, enjoy the cool breeze. Whatever it is that makes you happy, that is your way of practicing self-care, do it, and that way you see that you become introspective. You can self-analyze, you can think about yourself. You are your own person. That's unhealthy. It's not good for you, and it's bad for your partner. So yes, do something else. Practice self-care, find a way to take the pressure off. And now I want to talk about my final tip. Now, my final tip is something that I realized that a lot of people are not open to. Before they banned our dear Twitter, if you go on Twitter, everybody nowadays talks about mental health. Oh, I need to take care of my mental health. In fact, it is almost like it has become something that, how do you call it now? It's a trendy topic. When it comes to practice, not a lot of people practice it at all. Most people are ashamed to go for therapy, to go for counseling. Most people don't actually have an outlet, someone they can talk to when things get difficult. And that is why you put a lot of pressure on your partner. That is why you put everything and dump it on this other person, and you expect them to take it all in and find a way to make you happy. And when they can't, you're disappointed, you're even sadder, at times you're angry, and then things begin to fall apart. Get therapy, get some help. There are times when all my previous tips will not work because you actually can't handle it yourself. Guess what? Your partner cannot do it for you either, because they're not a clinical psychiatrist. They don't know how to deal with it. It has left, this is an unhealthy relationship. At times, it is borderline a mental health problem. There's some trauma you need to work out, whether from your childhood, something in your mind, in your head, that is making you react that way, that's making you jittery, makes you very dependent on other people, makes you want to call someone 50 times a day, makes you go crazy every time you call your partner and they don't pick, and you start thinking of all 50 crazy scenarios. You need to get help. And your partner, like I said, can't give it to you. People like this, what ends up happening in your relationship is your partner will try and try. At some point, they will break under the pressure because they've tried. They will bend. They will do everything. You need to get professional help. You need to get therapy. I know of Mentally Aware NG. I hope I said it correctly. I'm going to write their name in the description down below. They have tow lines. They have a lot of volunteers they're working with. They're always looking for more volunteers. You can give them a call if you're feeling the pressure. So it's not just that. At least they will reach out to you. Just send them a message or a DM or something. Someone will call you, talk you through it, and then you can now plan for, routine help until you get all the help you're needed. So I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I have been able to convince you that your partner cannot be your only source of joy or happiness. Your partner cannot be your everything. You need a life outside of your partner. You can't put all the pressure on your partner. And if you're doing it, whether consciously or unconsciously, you need to take care of it. And if it's not that deep, practice all the other tips I've mentioned and come to the comment section and talk to me. I hope you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to hit the like button. When you like my videos, YouTube knows that people are watching. The percentage of likes vis-a-vis the percentage of views, it means a lot of people like what they're watching. So the algorithm is going to keep suggesting it to other people. So like my video, share my video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. I put out a video every Friday, guys, every Friday at 4 p.m. and you're going to get notified once it goes up. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I love comments so we can talk about everything we've just discussed. So it's your girl YBA signing out. Oh, are you vaccinated? I'm fully vaccinated, guys. I got my second shot today, so bye. See you next week.